to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry, Sweet Cinnamon. Today I would like to talk to you of another film that I believe is underrated in a way to where it's a little different of a crime thriller heist kind of movie, and really I think it's a very good enjoyable film. It's A24 Son of a Gun, starring Ewan McGregor, Brandon Therotes, whatever his name is, the guy who played Robin in Titans, and Elisa Vikler. It's basically about a guy. I think a guy's name is Brendan in the film. I mean, literally, he's a rookie criminal who gets in league with these other criminals led by Ewan McGregor. He kind of takes them under his wing, teach him how to survive in prison, and then teach him, directs them on a path of crime that they eventually get involved with a job after breaking out of prison to steal some gold. And then it turns into a one of those cat and mouse, kind of like one outsmart the other, while they have this other plot point where you have a character, the main character played by that guy, Robin, who falls in love with Elisa Vikler. And there is that scenario where the guy is in a conflict whether or not should he trust the guy that he's in league with, think he might betray him, or will his love for Elisa Vikler get him more into trouble? It's kind of that scenario where we've seen um, dozens of times in other crime films such as The Town, Heat. And what should I say about this film that deviates from the other ones? Well, Ewan McGregor's performance in here is phenomenal. I like this guy. This guy's great. I think this is probably one of his more vicious roles. He plays this guy. What's this guy's name? Actually, no. The guy's name is Brendan. Yeah, no, his name is Brendan. My bad. My apologies. Gotta do your research before you make a review. Ewan McGregor's character, his name is Brendan. He's the one that gets the team together to do this heist after they break out of prison. And the prison sequence is actually really cool. And what I really liked about this is that with this kind of a film, it's very, I would say, more subdued, just maybe with story and then action. I feel like there's the right amount of balance of action. The action doesn't really overshine the film. Performances. This is more of a crime dramatic thriller. And this actor, Brandon, I'm just calling you Robin, bro. I mean, I'm bad pronouncing names. He was great in the film. I think this might be the first film I've seen him in, besides seeing him in Titans. He's great in here. This dude, I could see him. He really could, I think, take command of a film and kind of lead it. He's great in here. He's actually really the main star of the film, besides with Ewan McGregor, who's, like I said, phenomenal in this. But it's really one of those crime films that you've seen before. But what I really liked about it is that it's more, I guess, more to the point. It doesn't really linger. You have characters you care about. You have even some of the bad guys you kind of care about them a little bit, with even Ewan McGregor. And I really like the car chase sequence. The heist scene was really exceptional. And I actually really liked what they were able to pull off with the budget they had. And this is one of those films where I'm starting to notice where if they come up with certain concept with certain films, whether it's a story you've seen before or just depending what the production is, you could tell this is a slow budget, somewhat action thriller. I could tell it could be like a 15, maybe 20 mil or less kind of a film. And they were able to get a lot of good set pieces. Elisa Vikler was great in here. I mean, she's a phenomenal actress. You know, What I kind of liked about her character that she doesn't really necessarily play a victim. I mean, she plays well. She plays one of those kind of characters where I won't say like too much of a damsel in distress. She's kind of one of those characters who's seen it all, been through it all, who had to do some things to just to make ends meet, just to get by. But when she meets this other guy from Robin, she constantly kind of tests him to kind of see if where he kind of goes. But um, I really enjoy their dynamic. It's actually really the heart of the film that really shines in here. Their romance story. It doesn't feel like it's tacked on. It feels like it makes sense with the story. Um, Again, Ewan McGregor is just great in this. I really like it. His performance in this, probably one of my favorite films of his work. And really, this movie, I remember seeing the trailer back in well, it came out 2014. I remember seeing the trailer to this film, and there were nothing. I mean, this is an Australian film, but nothing. I didn't see anything of this film come out in theaters whatsoever, and it's a shame. This is actually a really good crime thriller. Is it something where it's a film that we've seen all before? Yeah, it's one of those crime films we've seen tons of time. Bank robber, bank heist, guy, lead actor falls in love and caught between how he should balance his life with his love life, with his crime life, and you've seen it all before. But what I liked about it is that more so than other crime films, I thought the characters were more enjoyable to watch. I like that the film was more, I guess, more to the point, and I was acknowledging some of the, I guess, production values that they were able to do with. I don't know what the budget they had, but I know it was very small, but not small enough where they could squeeze in an action scene. I love that car chase sequence in there, and I love there was like a, and this is the thing I've noticed about with this. I love it where it doesn't seem so exciting, where the sequences just happen. They just happen, and more for dramatic purposes, but it doesn't feel forced. I like that it doesn't feel forced when you watch this movie, and I really appreciate the tone, the style with his filmmaker. And I think he's only made 3 films so far, and I think this might be his first feature film he's made. And the director's name is Julius Avery. He's an Australian filmmaker. This was an Australian film through A24, and this film is great. This was an enjoyable watch. I really enjoyed it. It's free on YouTube. If I remember to link the link of this film to check it out. It's a great film. It's a great no heist film. It's nothing. It's not really nothing that really says anything like profound or anything artsy. Even though E24 is like an artsy brand, but sometimes I'll take in films that that it's like a guilty pleasure. Hey, check it out if you have seen this film. Let me know what you thought about it. Yeah, this was a great film. Just check it out. I would love to know what you thought about it. I think this film should get a little more recognition, and I just think it's a shame with the theatrical release of this film that you don't really hear anything about it. But comment below. Let me know if you have seen it, what you thought about it, if you like it. Would you share? Would you recommend this film? And let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.